Today on Parts and Pieces, we have another boil and pop, and what better boil and pop than the Frag Viper? Once again, another cool figure. Really don't need to be broken down. Really no problem with it. But I always wanted to break this one down and just use the different parts and pieces and send them some different ways. And when I look at this, I basically see the helmet, which can come off, which is removable. Used on another figure to make it, badass. They did a great job on it. It has silver paint, great sculpt. The helmet is awesome. Also has a extra head and neck on it as well that looks pretty good. Kind of like you make this a zombie robot, and just anything you really pretty much want. Overlays are very interesting. Don't know if I've seen that on any other figure. Has dual holsters for kind of like the Mac 11 looking gun that he has, and just a pretty cool colorway. The base body I would love to use and probably try to use and make another Alley Viper, an updated one or just a special one for me. But we're gonna break this thing on down, man. So you know how we do. Got the boiling water here. We're gonna drop him in for a little bit, about 30 seconds. Accessories. Pretty much the little bomb thrower that he has, kind of like I forgot what game it was, but I believe it's at the beginning of Miami Vice, like the type of game where you just throw a projectile through this kind of horn looking thing here. Backpack, and these like little molded in grenades, and then you actually get a flying piece, effect piece here, which is pretty dope, which can be spread around to whoever figure I use with this helmet here. That whole kind of setup kind of goes together. Just doesn't necessarily have to be on the Frag body, but it's been in about a little under a minute in that hot water, and you know how we do. We're gonna start breaking this thing down here. So first of all, you know me, I like to take off the leg ball, just like any other. Drop down while it's still hot, no problem to put it back on. Just insert it like that, leg is back on. Like I said, you can never do this stuff when these figures are cold. So pull that one apart. Let's pull off the other one. Let's while it's still heated up, let's pull off the overlay, which is no problem. Gun in the holster, super soft. Gun is super soft now, but once it hardens up, it's hard. That just shows you how hot I got this water. But it's kind of hard to judge that with G.I. Joe with such a bad history of flimsy weapons. But both holsters just came off. They slide over the leg. Great colorway on these, orange, blue, and black. Just very, very dope. This is an attached harness here. Looks like it goes over his shoulder. Let's take the sash off. Sash could be also sent a different way. Now, in order to get this off, I'm gonna have to take the legs off. So let's take the arm like this. Take my nail, stick it in that rotator cuff. Every now and then it might come apart at the tricep here, or bicep, whatever it is. I try to hold that back, and you see that thing pulling out? I'm pulling that out of that hole. That plunger piece locks that in, and when the figure cools off, it gets cold. That's the mechanism that locks it in. I like to keep these rubber pieces in, not unless I have to take them out, which is no problem. The best way to deal with them, heat them up. Boiling water at my point, because it just goes through and through the figure. Right, got that taken out. So good to go. Now we're able to take, oh yeah, I forgot to take the diaper off. Let's take the diaper off. It's what we call the diaper. It goes over the pelvis area. Okay, so it looks like they at the factory got some paint overspray on that. Now I am about to strip this down with the arms off. It enables me to go any way I kind of really want to be quite honest with you. So I'm gonna go downward instead of upward. See, the head just came off easily. Of course, that little hole right there pops right back on, no problem. It's not broken. These figures are made to come apart. They're in-house kit bags. So this overlay that it has is one big piece that goes over the chest, around the back, and around the waist, man. So it's one of those almost full body overlays. And we got my man here. The figure is still heated up. This is also an overlay, the pouch, but I'm gonna keep that on the arm. Who knows where I might, want to send that. If I wanted to pull this off, I could. It's not sculpted. So pretty much take this, take the stem of that, plunger it back in the figure. You are good to go. Good to go. We're gonna do the same thing from this side because this figure is still kind of hot. See this little plunger piece right here? You want to get that past the whole part. It's in there, no problem. I'm gonna take the head and neck off. G.I. Joe has a double ball peg. Marvel Legends does not. It usually just connects at the head and neck. I love the double ball peg. It gives you more room to move around. Some people like a hinge, but shit, give me a double ball peg and a hinge. I'm definitely good with both. I'm just plug that back on. I don't know which way was the front of the neck or the back. I'm guessing this was the front here. I don't know. I would have to figure it out. But I just want to keep that together. Pretty creepy head sculpt, but pretty dope. Reminds me of Pinhead. So maybe you can make a custom Pinhead out of that. I wanted to see if this was an overlay here. It has like a gauntlet, and it is. Okay. It definitely is. It's a gauntlet. I'm gonna keep that on there to try to keep that in place. But this gauntlet comes off. Pretty much slide that in place just so I don't lose that. But who knows? I might send that to another figure. But pretty plain and simple figures. Not too much to this guy. He's still great. He has a great body. Here's his legs and his diaper. Definitely can be sent one way. Being that this is orange and brown and not orange, blue, and black, this could be sent to someone else too. And that's more like what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send the legs somewhere. I'm gonna send the torso somewhere. And then I'm gonna send the overlays. Who knows what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I use it for a new school alley viper or something like that. Head can definitely fit somewhere else too. But Frag Viper, pretty simple figure. Right now going pretty cheap and been cheap for a while. I brought this one for 17 bucks. Good enough price to break down and army build them up a little bit. I have Frag Vipers I haven't even touched, maybe like 3 or 4, and I won't. You know, so they're definitely an awesome figure standing alone by themselves, but for parts and pieces, hey, can make another figure wonderful as well too. This is a Savage Land. We do this for the love and beauty of breaking down figures for future kit bashes. If you haven't liked this video, go ahead and like it because this one's not long. Hey, go ahead and hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe, support a brother so these videos can spread around showing how we break down and bust down these G.I. Joes and make new beautiful ones. And with that being said, until the next time, God bless.